Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. Solitude is for me a fount of healing which makes my life worth living. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Man needs difficulties, they are necessary for health. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. The greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of the parents. To ask the right question is already half the solution to a problem. In all chaos there is a cosmos, in all disorder a secret order. What you resist, persists. Depression is like a woman in black. If she turns up, don't shoo her away. Invite her in, offer her a seat, and listen to what she wants to say. Until you live the truth of your own story, your soul won't rest. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. The foundation of all mental illness is the avoidance of legitimate suffering. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally it is the tortured who turn into torturers. What did you do as a child that made the hours pass like minutes? Therein lies the key to your earthly pursuits. Loneliness does not come from having no people around, but from being unable to communicate the things that matter most. Freedom stretches only as far as the limits of our consciousness. We are not what happened to us, we are what we choose to become. Every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol, morphine or idealism. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth. Shrinking away from death is something unhealthy and abnormal which robs the second half of life of its purpose. There can be no transforming of darkness into light without emotion. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. We deem those happy who from the experience of life have learned to bear its ills without being overcome by them. The acceptance of oneself is the essence of the whole moral problem and the epitome of a whole outlook on life. Resistance to the organized mass can be effected only by the man who is as well organized in his individuality. The psyche is not of today, its ancestry goes back many millions of years. There is no birth of consciousness without pain.